Hey, good morning, you guys. It's Sunday and it's June 6, 2021. I actually started out this video on my patio with you yesterday, on my patio with coffee, and we had coffee together. You just didn't know it. So it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So I'm here today and I'll show you little snippets of my patio that I kind of got together. So we will have to do this another time. There's a little peek at what we're gonna do today right here. But I'm sitting out here just to say hi to you, and maybe we could look at some old quilts before I take off for the day. And let me just tell you a little bit what happened yesterday. And the only reason I feel like I want to tell you is because I'm committed to myself, and in my heart I committed to you guys that I really want to be here with you every weekend. It's important to me because it's something that I need to do to follow through with what I told myself I was going to do. And I usually don't follow through with a whole lot of things. I get these grandiose ideas and then I give up on them. I don't know if I just, never had enough confidence in myself or not enough time. But so even if I do a little snippet like I did yesterday, sitting in Lowe's parking lot, I'm committed to at least say hi to you guys on the weekend. And so I hope you'll be here with me. So yesterday, oh boy, it wasn't a bad day, but I'll just tell you what happened so you can understand why I didn't finish up with my patio video. Number one, I'm not a videographer. I'm not. And I haven't taken the time to really figure out how to do it. So I kind of mentioned yesterday that my phone wasn't uploading again after I invested in this new phone, and I ended up going to T-Mobile, and it ended up being the iMovie app that I was using. So now I have to learn this whole new app. That's why I'm not going to be able to splice things together. I'm just totally recording and then uploading it to YouTube the way it is. So so again, it wasn't a bad day, but it started out where I really want my glasses on, but they're so dark. I just didn't want you guys to, let me just see what's better. I don't know. I'll talk to you for a little bit. No, I'll talk to you and then I'll put them on when I'm showing you the quilts. Anyway, first thing I came out yesterday, our umbrella was broken, and I've had to get a new umbrella every year. So I was frustrated. We have a place that's called At Home, and I thought, well, I'm going to take it back, and needless to say, they wouldn't return it or even exchange it for me. So I wasn't happy about that. But so I thought, okay, I'm going to run to Lowe's, get my plants for the patio, get the new umbrella, and go to T-Mobile, and then come back and do my video with you guys. So that was the plan. My whole morning was wasted, and I thought, that's fine. It's a beautiful day. It's not getting dark until later. I have plenty of time. Well, as soon as I got back, I was sitting on the patio and Sam called me. And I don't know if your kids are like my kids, but if they're calling, they want something or need something. And I'm just hoping it's not an emergency, which has been a lot with Sam lately. So I don't know how much to, just so that I'm not just chit-chatting. Last weekend on the lake, our pontoon broke down. And we all had to. It was my sisters and my brother and our partners, and Sam wasn't with, but my niece was. Anyway, the pontoon broke down in the middle of the lake. Nobody else was on the lake. We were out a little bit later, and we had to paddle back. So our whole thing for my family is on Sundays, Saturdays, Sundays, we spend our time together on the lake, on the pontoon. So Sam called me yesterday. He's been staying with my sister, and he's going back to Idaho. He's gonna go back to be with his dad and his sister, to be with Paige and her kids, and hopefully go back to school and get a job. So I think he's on a really good track. So I know that my time with him is limited here. I am planning on driving back with him because it's like a 25-hour drive, and then flying back. So that will come into maybe what kind of video I will or won't have next weekend as well, because oh gosh, I just don't, there's just too much to tell. But he crashed another car. So in the last 2 years that Sam's been here, I think this is the third or fourth car that he's had. So that will tell you a little bit of my stress. He's fine. The last two were that he hit a deer, which happens in Wisconsin, but my gosh, what kind of luck is that? Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, Sam called and I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm sitting on the pontoon. Sam never really wants to sit on the pontoon. I said, what? You're sitting on the pontoon? Who's there with her? And he goes, well, everybody's coming down. And I said, well, why didn't anybody call me and tell me? I just figured you guys wouldn't be on the pontoon because it's not running. He said, no, we're just going to sit here. I was literally dirty, in the middle planting. It was, like 2 o'clock, 2:30, and I thought, gosh, by the time I get ready. So anyway, I did. I thought, I need to go sit with my son on the pontoon. So I dropped everything. I didn't even change my clothes. I got in the car and drove. It's about an hour, and got to spend a couple hours on the lake with my sisters and Jade and Sam. I keep rubbing because it's hot. I am just like dripping sweat. So I did that. So this morning I came out and I thought, well, I want to spend a little bit of time with you guys, so we're going to look at quilts. But I think I've told you guys this. My sister Tracy is getting married. It's her very, very first time getting married, and to Jack. They are having a big wedding in October, but on June 25th, my dad's birthday, which was their first date last year, they are getting married up in Door County, and it's going to be just with the siblings and my niece and, again, our partners. So it's going to be a little small thing. My mom and Paige won't be there. We are going to FaceTime them so that they can enjoy this very first official wedding, and then in October, it'll be everybody, friends, families, everyone. So anyway, the next couple weekends, I either might be driving Sam back to Boise, Idaho, and then I'll have my sister's wedding. So it's probably going to be into the first part of July that I'm going to do a patio. We are going to do a patio video. That's all I can say. So it won't be quite a before and after. I did take some pictures, so if I figure out how to do the new app that I have, that I can slice in the before and after. So was that enough chit-chatting for right now? So that's what I'm going to do. I tell you this because I know we all have things that we need to do and get on with, and I like to know what other people are doing. It's just a reminder that, yesterday the most important thing was for me to drop everything and go see my son. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to back up. I have here, I've talked about these before, and I thought this would be a good time to do it. Just a beautiful morning sitting outside. These are some all old vintage quilts that I've collected. I wish I had more. Do you guys remember when I told you about the lumpy quilt? The lumpy quilt is here, and I'm not sure, but I think, Heather, you were the one that said you didn't like lumpy quilts either. Somebody did. So I just thought it would be fun to look at a few of the things I have and maybe prompt you to either get excited about some old quilts too and look for them. A lot of them you can find at thrift stores, or again, Facebook Marketplace. I got some, and I won't tell you where I got each one, and then a couple antique malls. So maybe you'll just have fun looking at them or want to do a little collection yourself. So I am actually going to back up and hold these up so that you can see. So give me just a second, because we know I can't stop the video or edit, which I usually don't do anyway. But you know what, even before I start, so I don't have to stand up, yet, I want to show you guys this one. It's an old sheet that I got on eBay, and I don't know if that would creep somebody out, to use somebody else's old sheet, but this was perfect colors. for a quilt that I started, and I just had a, a, a hankering to put an old sheet on the back of it as the backing. So I don't know if you guys have done that, but I'm going to do it with the quilt that I'm working on. That might be a winter project that I show you because, you know, I'm not going to be inside sewing on my machine right now. So I am going to put on my glasses so I can see. And let's back up and look at some quilts. Okay, so this one, let me just move that chair out of the way. This one isn't even a quilt. I'll try to show you guys up close as well. This actually, I mean, if that was made to be a pillow, see the zipper in the back? That is an awful big pillow. That is all hand appliqued. I'm going to try to go close up. How funky and folk-arty is that? The colors are so different. I'm going to back up now so you can see it. Isn't that fantastic, you guys? I guess I thought I would do it as a... Oh, I'm sorry, the air conditioner just kicked in and Jim's working in the yard. So this is, you know, real life. But isn't that fantastic? Look at the red embroidery stitches on there. Okay, that was that one. I guess maybe I won't spend that much time on each one, otherwise we'll be here for a little bit. And Sam stayed here last night, and I actually heard him get up and start getting ready so that we can go to the lake. Okay, this one, always get it the right way. This is, you guys, what is better than that hand quilting after it's been washed? So this is kind of a circus motif. I'm guessing that it was a baby quilt. Again, all hand appliqued. Let's see. The lion. The clown. I mean, everything about this one is fantastic. The camel. That red striped. The balloons. That one's pretty great. Pretty great. Now, would you guys try to fold your pieces differently so that they don't get the same fold line in them? I'm sure you do. Okay, I'm not going in any order. I'm just grabbing. This was like just a little snippet pieced. Is it like a star block? Yes. I think it takes a certain kind of, I don't know if I want to say person, but what is it about those of us who love like the ripped and the torn and the worn? Like, I know it's not my daughter's thing. My sisters aren't into it, but something about that makes my heart pitter-patter. And I'm glad about that. I'm happy that I have that. Okay, I have a few that are just quilt tops that I thought I would finish off. This one, can you see? This one does have a back, but it wasn't quilted. Are you guys watching Kate do her pajagi quilt? This isn't the same thing, but I guess it reminds me of that because it's not quilted, it's very lightweight. And I guess if I took this backing off, you could hold it up and, well, you can see through it almost. I wonder what this was supposed to be, you guys. Maybe like a duvet? It almost looks to me like it was cut off because that end is frayed. And then this top part is finished off, almost like it's a big pillowcase, but I'm wondering if it was like a duvet for maybe a small child's bed. Wouldn't you love to know the history of some of these? Unfortunately, I don't think I have any information on any of them. Oh, I've had this one for a really long time. It's just a top that I thought I would finish off, but these colors, I'm gonna try to hold it up and then I'll bring it in close. Can you guys see that? I'll try to go up this way as well. Goodness gracious, look at that. Guys, please tell me if your heart beats faster when you see these. You can see that there's the block that's put together. I don't know, I've looked at this one up close to see which one I would pick as my favorite block, and I can honestly tell you, I don't know. The combination of the black with, oh, I just love it so much. I really need to finish this one off. Look at that. I love floral and stripe. That is a fantastic top, and it's pretty big. That would be absolutely a really, really good one to finish off and just have as a quilt to actually use. So I can see the next one coming up is also a quilt top. This one, I am more earth tone colors, darker colors. So I usually don't go towards the pinks, purples. I don't think I do, but then I am so drawn to these. This is another one. I'm going to show you guys close how this is finished off. This is cut off on the end. I'm wondering, and it doesn't have quilt in it. Let's see if there's a tag on this one. You know what? It says Wisconsin Quilt History Project, number 4137. I don't know what that means. The whole back is the striped. And let me find a block to show you. I hope you guys can see okay because I'm starting to get a lot of sun here. Look at the pattern that forms. And let me show you. Interesting how this one is bound. They use the same fabric. Let me see if I can show you real good. But again, this one is not quilted. I guess I never thought about it because, you know, a quilt is 3 layers. The front, the backing, and then the quilt. So when it's made like this, is it still a quilt if it doesn't have the batting in it? So I'm wondering if these were done probably as summer quilts. Can you imagine that they were done as summer quilts in somebody's cabin on a lake, sleeping on a screened-in porch with the porch swing and waking up with your coffee? And I don't know, isn't that a really nice poetic vision? Okay, this is Hexie's, which I love, absolutely love. Grandma's Flower Garden Quilt. I'll try to show you the whole thing. And this one is finished off where the ends were, can you imagine the work somebody did? All these ends were folded in, and then that was all hand stitched down. Oh, goodness, goodness. All that hand quilting. Let me grab a good hexie to show you that would be nice and colorful so you can see the work on it. Can you imagine that a family member Although that might happen to me. I can't imagine that a family member would get rid of somebody's, you know, work that they probably just loved. Oh, you guys, I got this one at Goodwill, and I just see that the tag is still on the bottom. So let me tell you how much I paid for it. You're gonna think I got it really lucky that day. Hang on. Okay, this one, $12.99. That was a bargain. Okay, guys, I am gonna try to speed it up a little bit. After I said that my heart pitter patters and I like all this old stuff, this is the one that's lumpy, and I don't know why it gives me the creeps. I don't know why it gives me the creeps. I don't know what, it must remind me of something. Anyway, I got this one on, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. This one I got off Facebook Marketplace. I actually think I bought a different one that's down in the pile from this lady, and she said she had them on her porch over couches and stuff. And I said, ooh, look at that one, because look how beautiful that looks. I don't know why I feel like I don't want to touch it. Maybe if I washed it really good. I don't know. Because look how pretty it is. But look at the back. The back is all stained and rusty, which is fine. It's probably because she had it laying like, you know, those old patio sets that had the springs. And so anyway, it's not even that lumpy. It's just, this one is heavy. It has a heavier batting in it. Let me fold it this way so you guys can see it. This one as well. Let's look at it. No binding. It was kind of turned in on itself and then just stitched down. No, it wasn't. That was, oh, you know what they did? Have you guys seen this? I was gonna do this, where you take the back, it's longer, and you fold it over to the front and then just stitch it down on the front. That's how this one was done. I know you guys are gonna tell me this one's really cool and beautiful. Look at the stars in it, some of those fabrics. Okay, I might change my mind about this one. It's just that it's heavy. It's really heavy. Okay. We're getting to the end. I only have one more. Okay, wait till you guys see this one, because it's double. This one is lumpy as well, but it, you can see the batting coming out there. And you see, this is the other one that the lady had, that I got the other one from. Look at the binding. It was just folded in on itself, and then somebody took yarn and did kind of a blanket stitch around the edge. It's hand tied in red. Look at the other side. It's a double quilt. The whole other side has a different pattern. This one is really torn. Can you see the pattern in that? Guys, I'm sweating up a storm. It's getting hot out here. I need to get on the lake. Actually, now that I just did that whole drama about the lumpy quilt, I have to take it back. This is the lumpy quilt. The other one creeps me out, I think, because it's rusty. This is the lumpy quilt. Let me get rid of that one. The more I was touching it, the more I was like, nope, that's lumpy. Sometimes you can just find these cute little, you know, that were cut out of, you know, some quilt. Now this one isn't as old, but it's worn. It's a little bit more contemporary. It is handmade, and this one was machine quilted, where all the others were hand. But I will try to show you this one. A bigger scope here. So this one was bound in that striped fabric. The whole backing is white. And I mean, cute quilt. This one would be fun. I actually think when I do the patio redo, I was planning on, I'm gonna wash this one and bring it out for under the covered area. There's some things that Jim and I want to do out here. We want to get an awning over this back door, but I'll show you all that when we get to it. So let me sit back down and talk to you for a minute and tell you bye. So I hope that was fun, just seeing all those quilts. I have some others. I found a whole stack of Dresden plates that are pieced together, each one like in the fan shape, a whole stack of them that were done by someone that I thought I could finish off into a quilt. I'm trying to think what else I have. I have some old needlepoint things that were on stools that I took off. So anyway, let me know if you guys, like the old stuff. If you collect, if you have things that you want to share, it would be fun for you to put them on Instagram and share it just so we can see it. Even though it's yours, if you do Black Thread Studio Peeps hashtag, then anyone else who is watching can go and see what you posted as well. So that would be fun. And then I know what you guys like and what you're doing. So let's see, anything else? I hope you guys are gonna really enjoy the day. It was, when Sam called me yesterday and I got in the car, it said it was 97 degrees. I told Jim, I said, I was in the yard, I was starting to work in the yard, and I was thinking, oh gosh, if we had a pool, if I had a pond, if I had a hot tub, I would just be jumping in that water. And so when he called and said they were on the pontoon, I thought, I'm driving. I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna just go jump in that lake. It just reminded me when I lived in Arizona and I worked at in Cave Creek, Arizona, at the Lazy Lizard, which was this really cool consignment shop. It's still there, so if anybody knows of it, I know it well. But on really, really hot days, because we didn't have air conditioning there, if you can imagine, the doors were just always open. It was a huge, big building. But boy, I would go home and I would, clothes and all, as soon as I got home, I walked to the backyard and I just jumped in the pool. I love doing that. So I think it's gonna be that hot today because I'm already just dripping sweat, and I am going to, oh, this is what we're doing today. Did I even tell you? My sister, so I was like, well, today I'll do the patio and the video. And when we were sitting on the pontoon yesterday, they were talking. I'm like, why don't you guys tell me anything? Do you guys have the relationship with your siblings? I'm like, you guys don't tell me anything. Why, you have to give me some kind of notice. So we're meeting, my niece Jade, used to do, she's a makeup artist. She doesn't do that for a living now, but she will do weddings and such. She's practicing to do Tracy's makeup, wedding makeup. And my sister already has her dress for the big shingding in October. It's, a fancier, big dress with a train. And she's picking out, it won't be simple. It's going to be fancy and beaded, but a simpler dress as far as it's not going to have a train on it. It's just going to be very elegant and perfect for an outdoor evening wedding. There's a place, I think it's called Cave Cliff, I don't know, a cliff, where she's getting married on a cliff, someplace called Cave something in Door County. And so anyway, she ordered dresses online. She's trying on 4 or 5 of them this morning. We're gonna do makeup and try on wedding dresses, and then we're gonna head over to the lake. So it's gonna be a really good day for me. Sam's gonna be with us again this next coming week. As soon as his car is done, we are taking off and driving cross country to Boise, Idaho. And then I'll be back and I'll be working on the patio, hopefully with you guys. So I don't know, you know what? I'm gonna say that uh, because next weekend should be the block of the month, my color is for the next block. I'm gonna probably tell you right now that's not gonna happen because I have a feeling I'm gonna be on the road, headed to Boise. So, but we will play catch up. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. Hey, if you're new, I am so happy that you're here. I don't know what to say. I'm just happy that you're here. If you're expecting kind of a floss tube cross stitch thing every weekend or whatever, that's not going to happen. I don't have enough time to get a lot of stitching in. I do love it more than I can say. I love talking about it. I love sharing it. It's just that probably every third video I will try to do a cross stitch thing, and the others this summer I am just winging it. We are doing whatever comes up on the weekend. It doesn't matter if it might be cross stitch, it might be sewing, it might be gardening, it might just be sitting and chit chatting to you. So I hope you'll join me because the summer's gonna fly by, and before you know it, we're gonna be in fall, and there is gonna be a lot of stitching to be had. So enjoy your weekend, you guys, or your Sunday. I guess it's already half over, but enjoy, and thank you so much for being here. You guys go out and I don't know why I was gonna say be grateful, but I guess I am. I'm grateful for this day and the time that I get to spend with my family today. So you guys go do the same. Okay, thanks for being here. Bye.